Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and I'm bringing you some Hexplore It. In real life, it has been a couple of weeks since I've played this game, or at least put an upload on the internets, the YouTubes, for everybody's enjoyment, mainly my enjoyment. That's really the reason I do it. I do it for me, not for anybody else, because I'm a selfish turd. Just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a couple weeks in real time, but once this gets uploaded, if you watch them back to back, it's almost instantaneous. It's amazing how that works. So anyway, I played a couple of turns last night, which nothing really groundbreaking happened. I just kind of wanted to get back into it and reacquaint myself with not necessarily the rules, because it's a pretty straightforward game, but just some of the special abilities and stuff that some of the figures or some of my characters had. But it's getting to the point where the end game is going to happen soon, right? Like it's getting closer and closer, right? Like the Dead King is going to eventually, once he destroys all the towns, he's going to come after me. So I need to start thinking about that. So anyway, it was a couple of turns ago, I built the castle. The castle has, at the end of this next turn, the castle will be complete. I think I'm going to have to make my last stand at the castle, or at least I think I have my best shot. But you can see this town is destroyed, and then, yep, way over here in the bottom left corner, that town is destroyed. So he's heading here. Then when he's done there, he'll head to this town that I'm on, and then that's it, right? So I've got some choices I need to make. My castle will be complete. I can try and liberate one of these towns that he's previously destroyed, which will buy me a little bit of time, because then he'll have to go back and reconquer it, right? He won't, the Dead King won't attack me until all the towns are destroyed. So I can try and liberate a town. I've also I've been thinking about trying to take on this boss just to see where I'm at. Now, that boss could kill me, right? Like there's no way of knowing what's going on. So if we look at, here we got Zaz, the hunter, the lizard man hunter. Like his stats are starting to get up there, right? Like we can do 11 and 12 points of damage, right? Like his vitals are pretty low. That's one of my big concerns, is that looking at some of these bosses, they're going to hit for that much, right? Hungry the Halfling, all right, his stats are starting to get up there, so I need to do some things. I think maybe taking on a small boss. I'm thinking about taking on which one was I looking at? I don't even remember where I put them. Okay. Maybe I'll do the level 3 boss. So that'd be Chikak Ishak, right? I think I might be able to take him out. So that he is over here. So if I move over here, it'll take me 2 turns to get there, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll take me 2 turns to get there. Of course, the Dead King will have made it to this town and destroyed it also, right? Like, so, depending on how this Chikak Ishak fight goes, then I would be positioned to take that town. I don't know what kind of state I'll be in. So why don't we do that? We'll go ahead and do that. So, let's see here. Our movement options are normal. We can move 4 spaces and we can possibly wander. I can ignore the wandering because I do have the Astrolabe, which allows me to, let me see. All right, so I never saw the second part. While you carry it, you may choose to ignore any wander results. Sometimes wander results are favorable, right? If it goes in a direction that you want. In addition, this item may be used twice per game in order to grant the group an extra movement and event phase. In doing so, the group may move again and complete one event at the new location. This power may be used anytime outside of combat. So I can do that twice. I never saw that second part. I might actually need that here soon. So I think that's what we'll do. We will. I wish I had a boat, then I could cut right across there. I was going to buy reliable mounts, but I was 1 gold short, so I didn't get a chance to do that. How much is the boat? The boat is 3 per hero. I could buy a boat. Is it really worth cutting across there? I don't know. So let's see here. So we can. Do we want to do reckless movement? Each hero suffers 2 energy drain. Let's see here. I think we'll just do the normal move. So we will go 1, 2. Say hi to the castle, to the family in the castle, and we'll go there. So that's normal move. And now we will go ahead and roll for our navigate, explore, and survival. So we'll just go top down. The way my guys are, Zaz is at the top, Hungry the Halfling is in the middle, and the Alchemist is number 3. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So that is Zaz. He failed navigate. That was, I think it was an 8. So we failed all 3. So he has to eat a food. All right, done. Hungry. All right. So Hungry failed, and half the group, so we will wander, right? Because half the group has already failed their navigate test. Hungry does not have to eat. However, he is going to eat because I'm trying to fill up this gluttonous, right? So we have filled up 2. This will be the second spot in gluttonous, so we will go there. So we can mark that off. And I think that gives him level 3. So I can gain extra food equal to your gluttonous rank after defeating an opponent. You cannot sell or share the food. At rank 6, you gain block equal to half gluttonous rank each round of combat. So if I get to level 6, that's actually really awesome. So Happy does eat 1 food. Or not Happy, Hungry. And last but not least is the Alchemist. All right, he failed his navigate roll 2. So he failed everything, so he has to eat a food as well. Let's see which direction we wander in. So that's a 6. All right, yep. So that's one of the pitfalls of using a tripod is you're going to bump into it all the time. So he wanders in, and it bumped it again. This is going to be a pain in the butt. So he wanders 1 to the north, which is actually what I want. So I'm not going to ignore that. And now what we will do is we have an adventure or an encounter or whatever you want to call it. So number 3. Oh, look at that. That's actually, I don't know what that does, but we'll replace you with another card. So Eremi's ring. You found a precious ring bearing the mark of the Magistrate Eremi. You may turn in this card to Restwind Dale for a bounty of 4 gold per hero, or you may keep the magical ring. Which one is Restwind Dale? Restwind Dale is the town that the dead king is heading for right now. All right, so we can turn it in to get 4 gold per hero. I don't think I'm going to do that, though. If you keep the ring, the group may use it once before a single combat round. Roll the 6-sided die and add the result to the rank of each hero's action. This die may hexplode. I will keep that because I will probably need that in the final fight, right? So we have done our circumstance. There is no event to occur, and now the dead king, he will move, and he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn he will get to Restwind Dale and destroy the town. All right, my castle is now complete. And it is the next turn. So we will go to here. We're going to take on this guy. So that's 1, 2, 3. That was normal movement. So we will go ahead and roll for our, and I will obviously, even if I fail my navigation, I will use the astrolabe to cancel out the wandering event. So I'm going to stay here. So I don't really care about navigating so much at the moment. All right, so the hunter, he does not have to eat. Everything else was failed. The halfling, he failed his navigation. He has to consume a food. Do I want to? I will consume just one food. And he failed everything else. These dice, I'm telling you, they're horrible. And the alchemist fails his navigate, fails his explore, and he passes his survival. So if you look, the alchemist has some pretty decent stats. He's got some pretty good upgrades through the course of the game. So you would think that every once in a while he would pass something, but obviously 50%, it's not working for him. But we will ignore the wandering, and we will go ahead and fight. We're going to fight Chikak Ishak. Try to say that really fast. All right, so we'll go ahead and leave him there. And we'll start filling out our card here. We'll see how this goes. This will be like a prelude to see if I can even fight the Dead King, because this guy is like a third the power of the Dead King. All right, yeah. What I probably need to do is I need to find a shrine. I don't have any shrines, but I need to get a blessing. I think that would help a lot. All right, does Chikak, what is this? So that's an attack. He defends once. Group. Oh, there's a defend there. Single target health. That's a defend. So he can defend. It looks like on half the rolls he will do some kind of defense. So this is more than likely going to go. So I can do, by looking at it, I can do 11 points of damage with the hunter. I can do about 13 points of damage with my my carousing halfling. So that is what, 24 points of damage. I can do 24 points of damage in a single turn if he doesn't defend. So I could theoretically kill him in 2 turns if he does, if I get lucky with the dice, right? I think I've used this right here, this ensnare. You ensnare your opponent and automatically become the first target of an individual target attack this round, if there is one. Next round, you may alter the opponent action die result by 1, and your opponent suffers ensnare rank plus missile assault rank health damage during the resolution phase. I am at rank 7, so at rank 7 you may alter the opponent action die result by up to 2, which is very powerful. So I believe this ensnare doesn't do damage on the first turn. That's the way I interpret it, because it says here, next round you may alter the opponent action die and your opponent suffers ensnare rank. So if I'm reading this correctly, you do this the first turn, but there's no damage, and then the second turn you can do the damage and alter the action die. All right, so I think what I'm going to do with Zaz, Hungry, and Alchemist. So I think what Zaz is going to do is he's going to do Ensnare. All right, and then Hungry is going to do his Rowdy Uppercut. So that's 13 damage. And the Alchemist, I always keep forgetting to craft potions with him, but he can craft potions like during movement, I believe, and I always forget to do that. I'm going to, let's see here. I think I've done this before, right? Like, so you may create a consumable during the movement phase. I think I'm just going to create a normal potion because right here I don't have potion. I don't have any check marks. So I think what I'm going to do is I spend a gold and a number of energy equal to the gold cost of the items you're creating. What is a potion cost? A potion cost 1. So I would spend 1 gold and 1 energy. So I think I'm going to do that. All right, so I am down to 11 energy, and I did spend the gold. And what he is going to do is, I think I'm going to do this. You enhance a consumable in your inventory, so I will enhance that potion. The item used gains a boost to its numeric effects equal to half the formula rank. At 7 you may use... Oh no, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to do that. Perform careful step this round, and you may also use an item on each ally. Alright, so that is potion smithing at rank 6. So I'm rank 9. At rank 6, any consumable heals 1 extra health per 3 ranks of potion smithing, so it'll do 3 extra health. So I'm going to do the potion smithing. That cost me 1 more energy. So basically what he is going to do is you perform a careful step. So he's going to defend and use an item. I will use the potion. So let's take that off of there. And I will use that on whoever is going to be the target of the attack, which is going to be, as long as it's a single target, it's going to be Zaz that takes that attack. So he did ensnare, so I didn't take my energy off for that. So we go to 7 for that. Alright, so this is what we're looking at. So Zaz is going to do ensnare, Hungry is going to do the rowdy uppercut, and the apothecary is going to do the potion smithing plus a defend. So let's see what Chikak Ishak is going to do. He is going to do 4, which is Rampage, single target health. So that is going to go to Zaz because he did the ensnare. One target suffers 6 health damage as the troglodyte goes on a rampage. If this damage is reduced, an additional target suffers 6 damage. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm at ensnare rank 7. At rank 7, you may alter the... Oh, wait, hold up. At rank 5, you may also use Deft Block while using this mastery. So I can use Deft Block, so I will block 4 of that 6 damage. So let's double check here. 6 health damage. He goes on a rampage, so I will take 6 damage minus 4 because of his block. So he is down to 2. All right. So there's that. His attack is over with. That was probably one of the better ones that could happen. So his ensnare worked. That's done. The rowdy uppercut takes into effect, so we are down to, I think, 29. He doesn't block. Oh, what is he? Oh wait, never mind. He does not block. I was looking at that little shield right there. He will do that if he is out of energy. He is not out of energy, so that's pretty easy. So the potion smithing now. We used our potion. we will use the potion on Zaz. And I believe... What does a potion do? Heals 3 health and 3 energy. Its effects are boosted by the potion heal bonus. Deals 1 extra health, not energy. So he will get 6 health back, which he can't go to. So he will get max health, and then he will get his energy back too. Because a base potion does give you 3 energy back, so he is now maxed. He is now back to max. All right. So now we are sitting at he is sitting at 29 and 30. So now we'll go to round 2. Okay, so the ensnare will happen now. So the snare is minus 12. The ensnare kicks off. Now here's the question, right? So what does it say? Next round you may alter the opponent action die by and your opponent suffers ensnare. So I'm assuming that this ensnare was from the first round, so he can still do something else, like Hunter's Precision. I think. So I will do the Hunter's Precision. So that costs me 1, and it will cause 11 points of damage. So that's 11. So the ensnare will happen. And the Hunter's Precision will happen, so that is, what, 23? So I think Hungry just needs to do his Rowdy Uppercut again for 13. And most likely, no matter what this guy can do, even if he rolls a block type thing, I think we should be fine. The Rowdy Uppercut is minus 13. And... the only thing I'm worried about is that if he rolls a good attack, somebody is getting zapped. So we should probably do... I think the Apothecary is going to do his... What did I do? It was Potion Smithing with a Handy Elixir. He doesn't have any normal potions left. Handy Elixir is regen 3 and 3 for 3 combat rounds, or heal 6 and 6. Oh, outside of combat. Or maybe, this is it's a big... Who is he going to... You know what? I'm going to risk it. He's just going to do his Careful Step, which is his block. So here we go. We've got Hunter's Precision plus the ensnare from the previous round, Rowdy Uppercut, and then he is going to Careful Step, which is just a block. So in the end, it looks like we will do 36. All right, so let's see what Chickak. He does a 4. Now I can alter that by up to 2. So I can either make that a 5 or a 6, or a 3 or a 2. The Troglodyte parries 2 attacks. The highest damaging attacks are reduced by 6 damage to a minimum of 1. Any hero who damages the Overlord also suffers 4 piercing energy damage. I think I'll probably do that. Snarling Curse. Each target suffers 4 health and 1 target is cursed. I don't think I'm going to do that. Ooh, did I do that right? If this damage is reduced, an additional target suffers 6 damage. By reduced, you mean block? I don't know if I did that right, but I'm not going to go back and try to figure that nonsense out. The highest damaging attacks, the target, he parries 2, so I would reduce 12 damage. So that takes that out. That would put it at 24. I don't know if I want to do aggressive parry then. Maybe I'll just do the Snarling Curse. So he defends 3. Everybody suffers 4 damage. And 1 target is cursed. I think that's what we do. So I believe the way defend works is he will take 3 off of each one of these. So that is, what are we looking at? We are looking at 23, 39, right? Is that right? No, 36. Math is really difficult right now. So that is, yep, that's minus 36. Boy, they got the math down in this game, don't they? So he is going to defend 3, so that will be minus 9. So he'll be minus 27. So I'm going to have to fight this clown another round. Let me double check with defend. I think that's per attack. Yeah, reduces each incoming damaging effect. Yeah, they've really got the math is like spot on. What can I do? I need to kill this guy right now. Oh, he's a humanoid. Do I have? That doesn't matter. I was going to say I have favored damage, but of course the one guy that can do basically no damage to anybody, he's the one. And I think the Dead King is also undead, right? Like, so of course the guy that he can't do any damage. I'm gonna have to fight this dude another turn, which I don't want to do. Boy, this is tough. All right, nope. If I leave it on Rampage, single target, and I'll target him. He did not do anything to block, so he will go down to 3 health. He goes down to 3 health, and he takes all that damage, and he is dead. I like it. Now, I don't remember, because it's been a while since I played. I thought I had fought another boss, but there's not one of these covering up any other boss. So I don't remember if I have or not. I thought I had fought boss number 1, but honestly, I don't remember. All right, so let's see. Chickac has been destroyed. Let's see, what does he give everybody? That's what it's really all about, right? It's all about giving goodies. So one guy gets a +2 explore, one guy gets 2 exotic maps. Each character is going to get 2 upgrade cards, 6 gold, and 4 food. And we roll to see if the black market appears, but the black market has already appeared, so it's no big deal. Let's see here. Well, so that's 18 gold. 6. 6. All right, so let's do this. That's 10. All right, so everybody, we got our gold. We do party gold here. 4 food. All right, so the hunter only gets 1 food because he's maxed out. The halfling gets 2 food because he's maxed out. And the alchemist can get 3 food. And now he is maxed out on food. So everybody's maxed out on food. We've got the gold and the food. Who's going to get the Explorer? I think I'll probably give it to the Alchemist. Because the other two are so low, right? I think I'll give it to the Alchemist. I'll give him the Explorer. So the Alchemist goes to 7 Explorer, and I get 2 exotic maps. What does an exotic map do? Do I have it here? Oh, here we go. Use time to add a new random hex tile to the game. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't matter who gets it, but I'll give it to Hungry the Halfling. So he gets 2 exotic maps. So that is done. And now we do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so Zaz, he will get those 2. Hungry gets those 2, and the Alchemist gets those 2. So what is Zaz getting? Ooh, man, +1 to all stats. That's amazing. Oh, even the trade increase. Wow. And then +1 to all abilities. That's amazing. All right, so let's see here. So these... So we're getting +2 to all of these. So all these on the left-hand side, we're getting +2. That's awesome. I really needed that. So we're at 6, 4, 5, and 7. So the dry erase has been on here for a while, and it's not just wiping off like it used to. There we go. So now we are at 8, 6, 7, and 9. And I'll readjust this here in a minute. And then these, all this other stuff gets +1. So +1, +1, and my trait also gets 1. That one's been a tough one because you have to fight your favorite opponent. And I have run into no spirits, basically. But Wrathful is now 1. Five, 2, 4. So we are now at 5, 2, and 4. 7 and 10. And now we are at 7 and 10 for vitals. So that was probably one of the better things that could have happened to the hunter, because his health is it's not as good as I need it to be. Pluses. All right, let's see. Now we are on to Hungry. Let's see what he gets. All right. All right, so defend. So both of those will be 7 now. Seven and 7, and that will be... What is it, 10 and 7? 10 and 7. It's kind of crazy that the gluttonous drunk is probably the toughest guy in the party. The apothecary is not too bad either. But a lot of it has boiled down to these I gotta look up, I always forget the name of those cards. Enhancements, something or other. I always forget. Rewards. Power-ups. Power-ups. I always forget. The power-ups have definitely helped out him a lot. All right, and the apothecary, or excuse me, the alchemist. His name is the alchemist. He gets, well, he got the worst, but Zaz the Hunter really needed what he got. It's been a long time coming since he has gotten anything good. All right, so the alchemist goes to 8 and 13 for his vitals. And he gets another +1 to his first mastery. And that is done. Yeah, we definitely needed to, I think that was a good idea, taking him on. Of course, now that I've won, obviously it was an excellent idea, but I didn't know how that fight was going to play out. That ensnare really makes a big difference. I mean, having the choice of seeing what he could have had really makes a huge difference. So Chikak has been eliminated. So he is done. Now, let me see. That was the event. Now the Dead King moves and destroys that city. There we go. So he's done there. Next turn, he will decide his next target, which is going to be... All right, so something that I just realized and I had forgotten about is to free a fallen city, I have to have a talisman. I do not have a talisman, and I also need a talisman to, I believe... Let me see here. You must face the Dead King, Dead King's lieutenants. All right, I don't think I need the talisman to fight the Dead King, but I need to find a shrine. So I can't do that, which kind of stinks. So I can't do that quest. I can do this quest. I also have some exotic maps that I can use to reveal a tile. Maybe I'll find a shrine. When do... Exotic map. Use this item to add a new random hex tile to the game. It may be used to reveal a new tile at any time. Anytime. So, let's go ahead and use an exotic map. I think we'll add it right down here. Which one do we want? This one looks good right here. And there is a shrine on there. How about that? All right, how are we going to do this? I think we can do that right. I kind of screwed myself. Actually, we can do this, right? Can we do this? By making a funky map like that, kind of hurt me a little bit, but whatever, right? Like, or we can just do this. I think we can do that. Let's just do that. We're going to cheat a little bit, but whatever. It's my game. I can do whatever I want. So we use an exotic map. That's kind of a long way down there, though. I don't think... Now, are these shrines? No, shrine. Shrine number 1, which is that one, gives you the Blessing of Holy Endurance. The blessing instantly revives a hero the first time they would die, increase their current health and energy to 1. This blessing revives each hero only once. Okay. That might help. Now, here's the question, right? So, the blessing instantly revives a hero the first time they would die. Increase their current health and energy to 1. Okay, to 1. All right, so they would go to 1. I mean, I think I kind of need that because I had this feeling that I will end up dying. Somebody's going to get knocked out, right? So that is definitely going to happen. All right, what is this? I have this. That doesn't help. I don't need the food at the moment. I don't need the food. So that doesn't do me any good. The ring I'm going to need. The hourglass also revives you. But I do need to heal a little bit. So do I camp? I think I'm going to go here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is cautious, not cautious movement. That's normal movement. All right, so let's do this. So here is Zaz, and in typical form, we failed a ton of stuff. So failed, and he doesn't have to eat. So we failed our navigation roll once. We have to pass, and the other 2 are wander. All right, hungry, fails. He does. He earns 2 gold. What does... If you roll a critical success on your Explorer, your hero gains 2 gold, and you find an excellent place to make camp. Each hero regains 1 lost health. That's actually pretty good. So I'll get 2 money. Each hero regains 1 lost health. All right, so there we go. Is that right? Did I roll that right? I don't know. What is that? If you roll a critical success, your hero need not consume food, and either each hero heals 1 lost energy or you end an affliction affecting the group. Each hero heals 1 lost energy. Well, that also applies. 9, 7, 11. He doesn't have to consume food, but I'm going to consume food just so I can get that gluttonous up there. So now we go there. So one more time we do gluttonous, then we go to rank 4. At rank 6, if I can get this to rank 6, you gain block equal to half gluttonous rank each round of combat. So that is freaking, that would be amazing. So I would get block 3. You gain block equal to half gluttonous rank each round of combat. So yeah, I would get block 3. So that's the goal. All right, so there is now the alchemist, last to go. He finds a gold. And he has to consume 2 food because he failed his roll. Now, we do wander. The only way I'm going to accept the result and not use the astrolabe is if I get a 3, then I'll go to that shrine. Nope, so that is a 1? No, that's a 6. So I would go back that way. Honestly, it doesn't really matter in this game because next round, actually I could do the cautious move. Okay, so yep. So now we do a circumstance. Number 5, pleasant weather. Well, unavoidable. The weather is comfortable and you're moving easier because of it. This card supersedes other ongoing nature circumstances. Increase the group's movement speed by 1. Additionally, the group gains a -2 bonus to navigate rolls made during the skill phase. This effect remains for 4 game turns. Now, that is pretty dang awesome. So there we go. Pleasant weather. I will take that. That is one of them that I will not complain about. All right, so that is, I think that is the, yeah, that's the exclamation point. So that's what, ooh, Onyx Hourglass, huh? I'll take pleasant weather. So that's the end of, hold up, wait a minute. What did I do? No, I think we're good. So we did the circumstance, there is no event, and now the king, he doesn't have to choose which city he's going to because there's only one left, so that's where he's going. Dead king is headed there. I think what's going to end up happening is next turn I'll do this. Next turn he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As he moves 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He moves 6. So he'll move here, he'll move there, and then I probably need to get back to my castle and prepare for the final battle. There's not going to be a lot of preparing involved in this final battle. I've only got, hopefully whatever happens at these ruins is good, and I get some more power-up cards, and I'm able to do something. All right, so next turn, oh wait, hold up. Did we... Yeah, I think we did that already. So I think we're on movement. So we will cautiously move. Boom, we'll go to those. Move only 1 hex. Navigate automatically succeeds. In addition, you may discard the circumstance you rolled this turn. So we just have to do the other 2 things. So Zaz finds 2 gold. And what else happens when you explode it? Oh, heal a health. Let's see here. Hungry needs to heal that health, which is good. He's the only one that needs to heal. So he heals 5, and he is done. We have to eat a food. All right, Hungry. All right, heck yeah, man. He is going to eat a food, and then I think I will consume an extra food to get my gluttonous rank up to 4 now. So now Hungry as it is at 4. And lastly is the Alchemist, the artist formerly known as the Alchemist. He finds 1 money and has to eat 2 food. Alright, so we are definitely flush with cash. So I think what's going to end up happening is we'll end up going back to the castle. The castle counts as a city, like you can buy stuff at a city, so I will probably use the money that I have to increase whatever abilities I think might be the best for us, and then the Dead King is going to fight. Let's see here. We are at the ruins, so we roll a die and figure out what happens at the ruins. So we rolled a 6. So 6 is a difficult journey. You had a difficult time exploring these dangerous ruins. Each hero suffers 5 non-lethal health and energy damage. Wow. Despite the trouble, you have found nothing. You may try searching again next game turn. Oh, that's horrible. What does... Hold up, I think I can do that. This is something that I have been forgetting to do a lot, right? Like my racial abilities. Humans are clever and resourceful. Once per game turn, for 2 energy, you may reroll a 10-sided die you just rolled and gain a -1 bonus to the roll. I think I will do that. So this is that game turn. I will use 2 energy. So the Alchemist uses 2 energy. And he gets a -1 bonus to the roll. So that is a Hex. Mythic event. You've survived a mythic event. Each hero suffers 5 non-lethal health and energy. Draw 2 power-up cards. Each hero gains twice the card's reward. Wow. Draw 2 power-up cards. So I'm assuming that those 2 power-up cards are applied to each person rather than each person drawing 2. Wow. 5 non-lethal health and energy. I think that means I can't be killed, so I'll go to 1, I believe, right? Let's find out real quick. Non-lethal. Non-lethal damage cannot drop a vital to 0, instead dropping it to a minimum of 1. What was that? That was a mythic event. Be careful when pressing your luck while exploring runes. If you use an item or ability to modify or re-roll the roll result, check the new result. If the result is between a hex and 4, resolve it, and then roll a 6-sided die and consult the numbers on the right side of the table. You must now face the negative result as well as the positive one. Okay, so I have to do this now because I got is between a hex and a 4. So I resolved that. That's freaking crazy. So now I also do 2, difficult journey. All right. So basically I have taken 10 non-lethal health and energy per person. So that's basically, I think that's going to take everybody to 1. Yes, everybody goes to 1 and 1. This could be the end of the game right here. I'll have to camp here. That's the only way I can. Yep, everybody is at 1 and 1 right now. But because of this mythic event, we get to draw 2 power-up cards and I get double the rewards. Now, what would be amazing is if there's probably only one of these in the deck. But if I were to grab one of those, that would be just fantastic. All right, let's see what we get here. So each character is going to get 2 for each one of those, and ooh, that's awesome. That is really, really, really going to help. So that increases your current health. So my current health is 1, so I will get 8 health for each guy now, right? So you will go to 9. You will be 15 and 9. That's phenomenal. And you will be 18 and 9. And you will be 16 and 9. So that was that one. The toughness of a Titan. So now each guy's going to get 2 attack and +2 into the second mastery. So all right, so of note, my hunter, he will have an ensnare damage of 21 and just a normal attack. His hunter's precision of 17. So his stats are getting up there. So that is that. So now basically the event is over, which that was very interesting, the event. So now the Dead King is going to move. He moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He moves a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he will be there next turn. Now, what do I do, right? Like, I think each ruin may be explored only once. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that ruin has been explored, which was amazing, by the way. The only problem, right, like this is a neat game, right? Like there's plenty of narrative. You can find narrative in that. But that event was like, okay, it was a mythic event. Well, what exactly was the mythic event, right? Like, so there's plenty of narrative, you know, in the little stories about your, you know, your astrolabe. I found an astrolabe bearing the maker's mark of Accolon the Explorer and Cartographer, right? Like, so that's cool. It gives you a little bit of background about it, but, you know, my mythic event, other than, hey, man, that was mythic. Well, what happened? We don't really know. It was a difficult journey, though. We know that. It basically tired us out. You know what I have not been doing? I have not been moving the freaking I think this is direction. So he goes in direction number 1, which is that way. We'll do this a couple of times. So he goes, so the market goes here, because I've definitely forgotten to do that. 5, which is that way. 5 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think the market's a floating market. It maybe could be. We'll do this one more time. So it goes 4, which is that way. We'll roll again, because you can't go into the water. That is a 6, so it will go straight up, and you will go 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Made it to the end of the world. All right. What can I do? Because he will get there, destroy that, then he will come to me. I think the only thing that I can really do is go to the castle, heal up, and wait for the king. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do that, right? Let's go ahead and we will go there. Is it really necessary to do my navigate, explore, and survival checks? Only for money purposes. So yeah, we'll do that. The hunter found 2 gold, because this money might make a difference in no gold and no gold. The alchemist has a 7 in explore. I roll an 8, right? Like these dice are I'm not gonna lie, these dice are kind of cursed. That's 5. That's 5, so that's 10. So money-wise, I'm sitting at, these are 10, I'm sitting at 34. So we're going to have to use that. Well, I think it's a gold per person to fully heal. So we're going to fully heal. and 10. 18 and 7. 16 and 13. All right. My castle. Fortification. You may purchase items in your fortress that are sold in any value location worth 8 gold or less. The fortification cannot be moved and may not be targeted by the dead king. I believe that means he just cannot destroy it. If you battle an opponent in your fortress, the group may roll a single 10-sided die each round and apply as a favored opponent damage to their opponent. This die may hexplode. Each hero may store any amount of their gold in the fortress. So that's like, how would you be see, this is the question, right? It can't be targeted by the dead king. But if you battle an opponent in your fortress, well, how are you going to battle an opponent in your fortress? So my only thing is that the dead king can't destroy it like a city. But he can attack you in it. That's how I'm interpreting that. So we're there. So I have 31 gold. I'm going to redistribute party food to Hungry so that he can use his impressive belch, where you eat. No, it's the teetering haymaker boost. Oh no, we'll have to see. If I eat food, it makes me stronger in combat. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But I'm giving him his max food allotment from other characters. I think that I'm going to need to get your ensnare rank. If I spend 10, that would be 11 and 12. That'd be 23. I think we need to, well, let's hold on. What does... What does this clown do? Only 180 hit points. Oh, triple target health and navigate. Piercing 4. My goodness. This is just... The Dead King X twice. I'm going to have to use ensnare a lot on this guy. Oh, survival. Look at, see? They're getting you. Group energy. Siphons the hero's life. Each hero suffers 12 energy drain. Holy crud. That's just terrible. I don't see how this... Well, I've got my fortress, so I get favored opponent damage. That's going to help. I think he's going to end up beating me up pretty badly, though. Gotta look at that. Triple target health and navigate. Piercing 4. 3 targets suffer 10 health damage. Wow. If any target fails, then navigate. All targets become trapped by the undead horde. I don't see this working out too well for us. But what else can I do? I don't know. I mean, I've got Eremi's ring. The astrolabe is not going to help me anymore. The hourglass will just bring a guy back to life. What else did I get? Or was that the ring? No. I got something. I thought I had the thing where what am I missing here? Oh, it was the blessing that I was going to try to do. I was going to try to get the blessing, but I'm not going to make it there in time. Because he's there. Yeah, no, he'll end up catching me on my way back from the thing, and I need to be in my castle. That's what it was. Oh man, this is just horrible. He's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me down bad. All right, so we will spend 10 to increase these by 1 each.